Oh shit! I forgot my water. Gotta have the water. Hello, hello. Hey, Nicorin, Urban, Kaisan, Date Silly. Hey, y'all. It's the weekend. Welcome to the weekend, everyone. I will be your host. Oh god, look at my arm. Freddy got me good. How do I show? There. Freddy got me good yesterday morning while we were playing. I swear, I'm not cutting myself in my wrist. It's Freddy. It's not me, it's Freddy. Yeah, how do you feel? It actually looks much worse than it actually was. Like it wasn't bleeding or anything, and when it first happened, the cuts didn't look nearly as bad. But now that it's actually healing, it looks much worse than it originally was. Freddy, you're gonna make another one? What do you mean? What do you think? No, don't make another one. Weekend, finally I can rest after doing so much nothing. I'm excited. Today's gonna be fun. We're gonna... yeah, well, we have this thing that we're gonna do today. This is cat activity solitaire. This is a cat version of solitaire. I don't know how this is at all like solitaire, but it's called solitaire for kitties. So at Freddy's supper time, we're gonna see if his little brain in here is big enough to know, to figure out how this works. I think this is a pretty simple one. If I understand it correctly without having opened it yet or anything, just looking at this picture, I think you just put like treats in these holes, and then you put this ball cap on top of it, and then the cat has to like knock the ball off the top of it, and then he can get to the treat. I think that's all this is. So it's a very simple one. We'll see if Freddy's able to figure it out. Are you smart? Are you a smart kitty? Is there anything in here? In this head? Is there something in there lurking? Waiting for its time to shine? I'm sure there's something in there. We'll do that at the 2-hour mark when we give Freddy his supper. We'll start with that, then we'll give him the rest of the supper. Smarty pants, really good at knocking. Big enough. But before we hop in, because we gotta get to the game pretty soon, because I wanna try to beat the game today. I looked at I wanted to know how far into the game I got, so I found this YouTube video that was a complete playthrough of this game, and that person got through the game in 2 hours. Like 2 hours and 10 minutes. And I scrolled to the point where we left off, and it was like at the 55-minute mark or something. So I think we're like 40 or 45% through the game. So I think if we do good, we could beat it today. So we're like close to the halfway mark in the game. Hey 8-bit, hello, hello. But yeah, before we start playing, we have one task ahead of us before we can jump in, which is this. So this is the updated top 10 list, except it's no longer a top 10 list. It has been converted into an actual tier list. So the main reason I wanted to do this is I wanted to you know, the top 10 list to have more than just 10 games. I was not happy with just figuring out what were the 10 best games I had played. I wanted all the games to be on the list in an order of some sort and rated and ranked. So that's why I went with this model instead, because now we can put all the games in there, every single game we've ever beat on stream and every one that we beat in the future, and we can see how we rank them and what is better than others. Oh yeah, and there's a Freddy tier. Freddy is the highest tier. It is the best tier. Originally, because this is like a tier template. Obviously the highest tier is actually S tier, but I put a Freddy face on top of the S. So now it's the Freddy tier. It's the highest possible tier that a game could potentially get if it's super good. 10 out of 10. 10 plus. Freddy, can you stop? I'm trying to rate games. But yeah, this is the new... Ow! This is how we're gonna do it now. I can move it around and go crazy with it. But yeah, let's see. We have so far up... Okay, you gotta stop. Ready? No, don't go away. I'm gonna pull you in. So we've already beaten 21 games. Well, one of them was beaten because it's Sims 2. There is no ending to Sims 2, but we are considering it beat. So we've beaten 21 games. So let's see where they go on the list. I've been earlier today and well, the last couple of days I've been trying to figure out the order I wanted to put all the games that I've already beaten on this list, and I've come up with at least a preliminary rankings for all of them. We'll see. I'm sure I'll change my mind at some point. But for now, this is the order. What are you doing, Freddy? Are you gonna bite me? I don't think you're gonna bite, at least right away. In Freddy tier, Freddy will personally destroy the game. Freddy's Halloween costume, Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. So F tier, there are no games. We have yet not played a game that was utterly trash. So F tier, there is nothing yet. E tier, there is nothing. We haven't played a really shitty game either. We haven't played a totally shit game, and we haven't played a really shit game. But D, there is one game. And that one game is... Well, let me zoom in here. There, now we can see the ranks that actually have games in them. So D tier has one game, which is Medieval. Medieval, I didn't like Medieval. D is like, you know... what do you call it? Less than average. Worse than average. Like S is amazing, A is pretty much perfect, B is really good, C is, you know, it's like, C is like the middle point, and then D is worse than average. So yeah, we have one worse than average that I thought, which was Medieval. I did not like it. Mainly the controls and the combat system, those things killed it for me. Other than that, if those two things would have been good, I think it would have been in the B category. But yeah, it's alone at the D as the worst game so far. F has a lot of space for Final Fantasy games. Sure, we're gonna play all those. I'm very curious what you would think of the remake. I don't think I would ever want to play it. And then we have C tier. I think C has like 4 games or something. Let's see. Yeah, 4 games. So C is like very average, like middle of the road. It's an okay game. There isn't much to hate about them, but they aren't that great either. So it's just very mediocre. So we have Disney's Adventures in the Magic Kingdom and Chip and Dale, and the Tomb Raider game for the Game Boy Color, and Croc 2. Yes, Chip and Dale. Chip and Dale is very... It is a good game, but there's really nothing much to it. It's very simple. In my opinion, I didn't enjoy it as much as all the better games. Slender. It's just very average. Very good, not bad, but not great either. Just okay. Then we go to the B tier, which are the great games that I very much enjoyed, but aren't quite at Freddy or A tier. So at B tier, I think we have 6 games. And there they are. At the bottom is Shovel Knight. I don't know why Shovel Knight didn't connect with me much, but it's still a B game, so it's really good. But yeah, it's right at the bottom. For some reason I didn't really connect with it. Dino Crisis was a lot of fun. The Pro Protector games, I can't decide which one is better. Pro Protector 1 or 2, they're so similar. To me they're like the same game, but just Pro Protector 2 is just more levels. You know, just additional levels. But they're both amazing games. There's nothing worse about one compared to the other, I don't think. Oh, you know, Tomb Raider 3 was in the top 10 list. Do you not remember? It was like the 4th one. So of course it's not here yet. So then we have the 2 last Tomb Raider games on the PS1. They're still PS1 Tomb Raider games, so I really enjoyed them, but yeah, they were nowhere near the first 3 games. But they're still at the B spot. I remember you loving all of Tomb Raider 3. Then we have the A tier, the really damn good games. S tier, aka the Freddy tier, has to be something truly special that I think is like near perfect game, but A is very close to it. So A is super good. Games that I really enjoyed. And I think there's 6 of them. And there they are. So at the bottom we have Yoshi's Island. Then we have Star Tropics. We have Little Nightmares. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. The first Croc. Oh my god, I loved Croc. I almost want to bump this to the Freddy tier. But there we have Tomb Raider 3 at the top of the list of the A tier. This tier list is cursed. Every single bit. All the vehicles. Tomb Raider 3 was awesome. I don't care what you guys say. I enjoyed the torture. It was the best time ever. And then we have the final tier. If you guys remember the top 10 list, you already know what's on the top, you know, at the top. So the best tier, the Freddy tier, the S tier. There's 4 games on it. And there they are. Sims 2, Gun, Tomb Raider, and Tomb Raider 2. Hey Hawk, hello. So those are the best games I've played so far on stream, in my opinion. These are perfection. Perfection. Love those games. 10 out of 10. 11 out of 10. Yes, I have beaten it 8-bit very much. Freddy tier. Yeah, these are the games so far. There's 21 of them. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll just keep filling this thing up until it's completely full. Then I'll have to make it even bigger. But yeah, today we might add another game in there. I already have the logo ready, which is this one. Tomb Raider Curse of the Sword. So we will see where that goes if we beat the game today. And on Sunday, we might beat West of Loathing, so we're gonna put that somewhere on Sunday. Those are the 2 next ones that I'm gonna beat, that are gonna get on the list, but they're not there yet. Freddy approved games. There is no beating Sims. I would imagine this tier list lives. Yeah, this does. And I'm not even 100%, 100% happy with the order that they're in right now. I feel like there's some games that I'm still struggling to think which one is better or in what order they should be. Like, probably the major one is Tomb Raider 2 and Tomb Raider 1. Like, some moments I feel like Tomb Raider 1 is actually better than 2. And sometimes I feel like 2 is better than 1. I can't decide. These are both incredible. I don't know which one deserves the #1 spot. Ah, we got a bot. It's been a while. Now we have to make you play bad games to fill out the... Yeah. I don't imagine we're ever gonna put many games down here. Yeah, who knows? But obviously the games I wanna play on stream are ones that that I pretty much know that I'm at least gonna like, at least somewhat. So I think it's pretty rare for a game to get all the way down here. Medieval. I expected to like Medieval a lot more than I did. That's why it deserves to be all the way down at D. Bold move with Tomb Raider 2. Then again, I would put Tomb Raider 4 in A or 3. Yep. Have you done Spyro, or would you consider it? Or Crash? Both of those I think Crash I would like to do more, just because it's a harder game, and I like getting frustrated with a hard game. So I think I will probably do the Crash games 1, 2, and 3 on stream at some point, for sure. I want to. Spyro maybe, not 100% sure, but Spyro would be cool too. So much for no more famous bots, yeah. Hey, Kinia! Hello, hello. We're doing very well. I'm just showing the new tier list that I got made. I converted the top 10 list into a tier list. But yeah, we're gonna play and potentially beat the second Game Boy Color Tomb Raider today. If the camera will focus. It is called... God damn it. Tomb Raider Curse of the Sword. We started it on Wednesday and we might already beat it. It's a shorter, much shorter game than any other Tomb Raider we've played so far. I'm even on the fence if Gun is even... Gun is 100% for me on the Freddy tier. I love Gun. There is nothing about Gun that I disliked, I don't think. Well, for the most part. If there is, it was a minor nitpick. I loved every aspect of Gun. I love it. Hey Spirit, hello, hello. I'd love for you to do Spyro. We probably will, because I love my PS1 and PS1 is my favorite console of all time. As you guys probably might have, you know, figured out by now, since I've played a lot of PS1 games. You know, all the Tomb Raider games, the Crocs, the Dino Crises, all the fun times, and Medieval. I wanna play a lot of the classic PS1 games that I haven't beaten yet. I think there's only one Spyro game that I've actually beat. I think it might have been the third one, Year of the Dragon. So I haven't played 1 or 2, I don't think. Maybe a demo of them at some point, but definitely haven't beat the whole games. Have you ever played Parasite Eve? Kinia, that's actually gonna be in the next poll. Parasite Eve is gonna be in the next poll once we beat West of Lothian on Sunday. So we could play that next week, potentially, if you guys want me to play it. More than the 2 other games that are on that poll, or are gonna be on the poll. If Bone wants a punishing challenge, Crash is one. Though if I had to stream one or the other, I'd choose Spyro. Maybe I have trouble with the trolley of stream. Yeah, I've heard that the first Crash is very rough. It's very challenging. Possibly for the wrong reasons, but I would still wanna challenge myself with it. Just tuned in and I see Chip and Dale in seat here. Hey Miles. Yeah, Chip and Dale, it's It's just very average to me. I don't... It's a good game. There's not much wrong with it, but on the other hand, there's not much that it shines at. It's just very average to me. I'm sorry. Yoshi's Island being anything less than a perfect game. Shaking my damn head. Hey, it's at the A tier. It was a great game. Didn't quite rise to the Freddy tier. I'm obsessed with Freddy rank. Yeah, it's the S rank, the Freddy rank. Any intention to play Dino Crisis 2? Yeah, we're definitely gonna play Dino Crisis 2 at some point. We watched the trailer for it when we beat the first one, and it looked awesome. I'm looking forward to playing that someday. Have we discussed original Rayman? We mentioned it once in a stream that or someone, I think 8-Bit, suggested it when we were talking about painful games. It's a potential one. I'm not really that big of a fan or interested in the Rayman series in general, but I could maybe try the first one. Sims 1. I haven't considered Sims 1 beaten yet. But yeah, once we complete the current playthrough and potentially have a second one if we want to, I will probably at that point put it on the list as well somewhere. Probably near the top. C stands for Chip Silly. I went to get mail, I got Little Nightmares, yay. Oh, you got Little Nightmares, you bought it? Nice. That's fun. Little Nightmares 2 is gonna be on the poll of games we might play next. Complain too much and it'll be D for Dale. Hey Kipsis. The remaster Crash seemed to behave very differently in terms of hitboxes, so everyone who played the first had to completely read up to that. Once you got it, it was better, but coupled with how frustrating it can be, it wasn't very well contained. Yeah, it's cool that they made a remaster of it, but for nostalgia's sake, and being a huge PS1 fan, I would want to play the original versions of them when I do play them. The Crash games and the Spyro games as well. How do you consider The Sims beaten? Well, all the games that don't actually have a way of getting, beating them, like Sims 2. Sims 2 is the only one so far on the list. When we've played enough of it, we've extensively played the game. We played Sims 2 for I think 17 streams. So at that point, I allow myself to consider it beat, so I can rate it in the rankings. Otherwise, those kinds of games would never get on the list, and I want all the games I play to eventually get on the list. PS2 version of The Sims has story modes that you can actually beat. Everyone please tell Kipsis she's a cutie. You're all cuties. This one's a cutie, definitely. We'll see at supper time if he's a smart cutie. Because he was gonna try this one at the 2-hour mark of the stream. We will see if Freddy is smart enough to figure this out. But now we're gonna start playing the game. Because I wanna potentially beat it today. And we've already wasted 25 minutes. Oh no. That's 25 minutes I could have been playing. No. Let's do it. We're near the halfway mark of the game, and we've only played it once before, so we can potentially beat it, unless I'm really bad. Hopefully I'm good. Let's do it. Don't sabotage me too much, Freddy. I wanna beat the game. 25 minutes of talking to other humans, the horror.